outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. Since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Hi everyone and welcome back. So I thought it'd be fun to do a fun, cozy holiday reading vlog. So I thought I'd just, read some Christmas books because I'm in my Christmas book mode right now. Like, I'm really enjoying them and I'm just flying through them, if I'm being completely honest. So one of them I want to read is Santa's Suit. This is a short one and I have heard a few things about it last year which made me want to read it, but I never got around to it. Then the other one was Mistletoe and Bet or something like that, or with Bet or something like that, and this is also another short one. It's like 200 something pages. I think all the books in this video is like 200 something pages, so it shouldn't take me long. So from what I've heard, it's about this girl who hates Christmas and then she's given a bet to basically somehow like it. So I'm going to hopefully find out. And then the next one is a physical book, and that is Maybe This Christmas. I haven't actually heard anything about this book. I don't know anything about what it's about, but I'm very excited. And again, this is also another short one. It is 242 pages, so again, this shouldn't actually take me long at all. So the first one I'm going to start with is actually the Santa's Suit. So let's just get right into it. Okay, so I've read some of the Santa's Suit and so far I am actually enjoying it. It's definitely very fast paced and fun and I'm definitely flying through it. So what I'm getting from this so far is it's about a main female character and she has just got a divorce and she's deciding to start over fresh. So she ends up buying this like farmhouse, and then there is her real estater or something like that. There's him and he doesn't live very far because it's quite like a small town kind of thing, and he is obviously there when she arrives and he offers to help her and stuff. And then when she goes inside, she finds a Santa suit, and in that Santa suit she finds a note from a little girl to Santa to basically save her father from the military, I think it was. So she has decided to go and see, like, try and figure out the story, see what happened, if the little girl got her wish, and that is what I've read so far. And I am really enjoying it. I would like to see how this ends, what happens, and it is definitely a very intriguing storyline. I like that there's a little bit of mystery in there where you are wanting to find out what happens. So we'll see. Okay, so I have read some more and I am actually enjoying this a lot more than what I thought I would, considering of how short it is. You do get a lot for how short it is, if I'm being completely honest. It doesn't actually feel like a short book. So far what is happening is, like, there is starting to be a few feelings between a male main character and a female main character, and she has like spoke to the grandfather of the little girl, and she is like starting to learn a few bits about the story. Well, she has kind of learned the story, but she hasn't obviously met this person, thinking that, it's over, she's not going to find her, but she obviously still wants to find her. I am loving the dog in this. I just feel like it has a bit of character, and the chicks, they seem so cute. But I am loving this so far, and I'm loving the fact that it's kind of like a farm, small town, like everyone knows everyone kind of thing. Oh, and she is also helping, I think, this woman with her like shop, because she likes these chocolates and she doesn't like sweets. So I think I'm going to go and finish this book and then I'll be back. Okay, so I ended up finishing the Santa Suit, and the way it ended was so amazing. I'm not going to say, just to keep that little bit of, surprise, but I am definitely going to say I really enjoyed this. I'm thinking of rating it 3 stars because there are a few times where the storyline had slowed down a bit, and I feel like there could have been more romance. Like, you didn't get much romance at all, and they like talked about the feelings, but nothing happened. And then near the end, all of a sudden they are in love and they're together, and you're like, how did this happen? You seemed more friends, and then all of a sudden you love each other. Like, so I feel like there could have been more to the romance. The mystery, I absolutely loved that part. I loved like trying to find out like where this little girl is, what happened to her story and everything, and I really enjoyed it. So the next one I'm going to read is the Mistletoe Bet or something like that, and I am excited for this one. And it's another short one, so I'm just going to go and start it now. Okay, so an update for this. I'm actually 50% in, and we are already getting so much like that's happened. And so basically, yeah, kind of what I gave us with the synopsis at the beginning. This is about our main female character. She hates Christmas and she is forced to go back home to see her family for Christmas, and she does not like the idea, but she does it anyway. And she grew up with her brother's best friend, Parker, and she has always had a crush on him. But yeah, so she ends up going back and she's like celebrating Christmas, like, even though she doesn't want to. And then that is when she bumps into Parker, and they end up standing under a mistletoe, and they haven't to obviously kiss and do the tradition. But then they end up coming up with a bet where Parker has 7 days to make her love Christmas again. And so that is like the main plot of the story, and I am actually really enjoying it so far. It's not too bad, honestly. I am going to go and finish it off, and then we'll see what I think of it then. Okay, so I finished it, and I'm going to say the last 50% I feel like was quite disappointing. I don't know, I just didn't feel like I enjoyed it as much as I did the beginning, and I feel like it's because it ended up being that nothing was really happening. I ended up not feeling any connection between the characters. Felt like the ending was quite rushed, but then before the ending it just dragged on and nothing was really happening. You didn't really get like much to it after the 50% mark, so the ending was a little bit disappointing. I think I'm going to rate this like 2.75, maybe 3 stars. I'm sitting more towards a 2.75 star though. Would I recommend it? Yes, I would, but I feel like it is a good Christmassy romance if you're like looking for a cozy one. But I don't know, I feel like the last 50% kind of disappointed me a little bit. And like I said, I feel like the ending was quite rushed, because all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're getting together, married, you know, and it's, I don't know. But that is that one. And then the last one we're going to read is Maybe This Christmas, and hopefully this is a good one. Hopefully I really enjoyed this one. So I am just going to go and start it now. Okay, so I've just finished Maybe This Christmas, and I didn't really see the point in doing any updates throughout because I don't really have many opinions, but I feel like I could have done them all now. So first off, I'm going to tell you a bit about what this is about. So it is about Beth, and she loses her job and her boyfriend that she had been with for 5 years, and she was like thinking she was going to marry this person. Then all of a sudden he ends it, and then all of a sudden she gets a offer to work for a chef called Rocco di Castri, that's how you say it, and I believe he's like a quite popular one. He's well known as a chef, and it's kind of like a grumpy sunshine, like enemies to lovers kind of. So they aren't a big fan of each other at first, and then all of a sudden you start slowly seeing them falling love. Now with this, I have a few complaints. So I feel like there was parts that dragged on. It didn't actually feel really Christmassy at all. Like obviously there's a few Christmassy moments that was mentioned, but you don't get that Christmas feel. Like when you're reading Christmas books, you want to feel like that magical feeling, that cozy feeling. I didn't really feel that with this, if I'm being completely honest. There was no Christmas like feelings in this. I didn't feel that at all. The characters I didn't really like. I didn't actually feel a connection between the characters either, which obviously is disappointing. So I have decided to rate this 2 stars, and I was really hoping to like it, but I feel like it's okay for a novella if you want a quick read, but personally it just wasn't for me. So those are all the Christmas technically novellas that I read, and I really hope you enjoyed this holiday reading vlog. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.